Hey Wolfpack members, now today we're going to be learning about how to be on the receiving end of the government printing. I was kind of bummed out and kind of sad when I learned about how much the government's printing money and what it does to us, how it enslaves us and everything. And I was like, you know what? This is not the right mindset to have. And because thinking about that, it makes me like, well, why should we work? We don't have to do anything anymore. It's like, it doesn't matter anyway. So I was like, well, that's not a good mindset. So how can we be on the positive mindset? And I was like, well, if the government is printing money, why don't we figure out or ask the right question? How do we be on the receiving end of that money printing? Because they're printing it to do for a purpose, to stimulate the economy, to pass that through, to spend that money so that businesses can use that money and then continue to hire people and whatnot. But as it trickles down and all that stuff, then it starts to inflate everything, right? So if you're on the receiving end, then I don't know if it helps, but in the sense, you'll be the one receiving it directly from the government, and you control how you spend it and inflate it, I guess. So the only way to do that is to learn about government contracting. So I'm going to switch over and show you a free training, and I am new to this, so if someone does do government contracting and you have seen this video and would like to help the Wolfpack group and help other members get on government contracts, as from what I learned, it's like there's set-asides for smaller companies or smaller startups, even like sole proprietorships, even as a single man, to kind of get up and started. Because it's kind of like I don't know, it's like a socialistic type of thing, or where they have set-asides to for the people who are disadvantaged, and they're mandated to spend money on the disadvantaged businesses so that they have a chance to succeed in a sense. And there's a movie, not to give it a bad name, there's a movie called I forget what it was. They were doing what was called foreign arm exchanges or something. He was selling ammunition and guns to the military when Afghanistan was when we were in Afghanistan, and there were lots of government spending there. And so these two little kids were able to then get in on that and sell guns and all this stuff and kind of manage all this stuff through government contracting, because it's kind of like they call it the Special Olympics, in the sense where they set aside money for the Special Olympic businesses or disadvantaged businesses to get a little bit of that action. So here you go. So here's governmentcontractingtips.com. It's a free class. I'm going to be going through this. I've kind of went over it a little bit, but you can basically get certified for these different certificates, so you can get an idea of how government contracting works and earn your federal set-aside certificate. So that's where they set aside some money for your business. So whatever it is that you do, whether it be design work, accounting, or if you're a merchant, you can actually buy and sell things if you have a store yourself, or you can, do website design, who knows what, or programming. There's set-asides for you in there. And then there's a FB, I think basically you just set up your stuff, and you kind of eventually go over the Federal Biz Ops to, is it .org? .gov probably. Federal Biz Ops to then, let me just search for it. Biz Ops. There, FBO.gov. All right. So this is a site where you can search for government contracts, and then there's also GSA, I believe, which is kind of like a general something, I forgot what it was, General Service Administration, where they buy basic things like toilet paper and pencils and really common stuff for like meals, airfares. Okay. GSA. Oh, this is the event acquisition. You might want to check somewhere in here. So basically, start there, and it'll probably lead you to one of these two websites on how to take advantage of the GSA and the set-asides of that. And then once you're ready to go, then you should start. Then I would definitely hire somebody from the Philippines to help you with creating the contracts, the offers. So hopefully that's a good idea, because I know I'm really bad at writing contracts. My English is, I don't really care about grammar sometimes, but now it's like, oh man, I should have paid attention. But because of that, I'm able to hire a writer. I can just dictate what I want and just talk about it on a video, and then have them transcribe that and write it all out. I can even send my project manager to the site and say, hey, you know, I need a government contract, get a company set up, go through the training and set me up. You know, it's all there. And then all I want is the result. So it's kind of like the army of commanders that says, hey, you know, take that hill, but you know, let the sergeants and whatnot figure out how to take the hill. I don't know if that's proper ranking, but basically you get the idea. It's like, hey, you know, they're gonna use the tanks and the infantry, all that stuff. I don't care about the details. I just want the hill, you know. So that way, you can leverage your time. If you have a full-time job, you say, hey, I don't have time for this. Well, use your salary, your purchasing power, and hire someone in the Philippines for $1 to $1.50 an hour, or even $3 an hour. It's still a small amount, and they can work on it full time. They can learn everything they need to learn, and then get you the results you need, and then find a contract that you're looking for, and based on your expertise, and then win a contract for you, and say, hey, you know what? All of a sudden, like, this contract made me, $100,000. Hey, you could leave your work, or you could just keep it, and use your skill to do a training video to teach your staff on how to fulfill that contract. Then you can have both, best of both worlds, right? But now you build an asset. And once you have an asset, you have a system of our system recordings that you can just put new people through and constantly win more and more contracts, and then train more and more people to do the same thing over and over and over again, fulfilling the work. Okay, because you actually don't want to do it yourself, because the whole point of business is to enable you to have a better life, to be with your family, and not so that you can work this new job of government contracting. No, it's setting up that system. That's what your focus should be. Cool. Hopefully that helps. If you like this video, subscribe to it so I can send you some more. And with that, give me any questions that you have regarding if this was helpful, if you want to learn more, if this is not cool, I'm going off track, you want more internet marketing stuff, let me know what you want in this Wolfpack group. What would really help you and your family today, or maybe 5 years from now or a year from now? What's more important to you? Okay, let me know. Hit the reply and comment below. Thanks.